So I think most likely he's going to sign with the Packers because, listen, Aaron Rodgers is trying to do his best Tom Brady impersonation, right? That was the whole thing during the offseason. I want some clout. I want some say, bring in my boy Randall Cobb. And so that this is going to be like his Antonio Brown, I think, where he's going to say to Packers, hey, you want me to be your quarterback? Well, I want Odell Beckham. I want Odell Beckham to be on this team.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
Nah, you kept making them faces. I'm like, boys,
I'm doing something important, like what Fluent said.
What are you talking about? You're arguing with kids now? Nah. All right, that's tough. All right, guys, welcome to another show of Players Choice Gridiron. Co-host here, Dub Zero, followed by Ron/Gatekeeper. What's good with you, Ron?
Going on? Nothing much, man. Just ready to get into a great episode. We got some heat on the way today, boy.
Facts. We also are followed here by the college phenom Bama /Apex legend.
Yes, sir.
/Scam Thanos.
Scam Thanos. Let them snap it all away. I'm here. I'm back. Another week. Y'all favorite person. Building.
Definitely check out one of the last few videos that we had because Bama was part of the Players Choice basketball, so definitely go check that out. We also got our OG here, psychopath / genius, sports fluent. What's good with you?
What's up? So, I don't know if I like that, but I'll take it.
That's great. And then we also got the TikTok superstar B-Ben here with us. What's good with you?
Yo, what's good? Glad to be back, man.
Let's get right. We got a lot of good topics to get into, man.
Yes, we do.
First, you want to start off with them weekly power rankings, Raw?
Yes, let's get into our weekly power rankings. We are going to kick it off. I don't want them to get mad. I want them to take it easy on us this week. So, Bama, go ahead, bro. Start us out. What's your top 10?
Hey, hold on. You see it? Hey, they put me first. Take that, Fluent. I'm first.
Best for last. Best for last.
Fluent. I think Dub was going last.
Well,
that's perfect. That's perfect.
No, I got you. I got you, bro.
Keep it rolling.
All right. Back on topic. My weekly top 10, I'm gonna go, and this is just based off my thought pattern of real football. You know what I'm saying? So Bucks, because nobody beat them yet. They're the defending champs. It's theirs until somebody knocked them off. They still looking good right now. I'm gonna go the Redbirds, Cardinals. Still looking good, beat up on the Niners. I'm going to go Packers, even though they lost with Jordan Love or whatever. We all know the man who makes that engine over there turn. Ghostface killer, Aaron Rodgers himself. You know what I'm saying?
I thought it was Aaron Jones.
The RZA. Oh, yeah. Speaking of Aaron Jones, why he didn't just take over when Aaron Rodgers was out? Okay. All right.
We're going to talk about that real soon.
The Ravens is still my 4. Lamar Jackson, second best athlete in the NFL behind Aaron Rodgers. 5, I'm going to still go Dallas, even though they lost. Dak was still kind of sore. You can tell that he was still nursing that calf muscle. I'm going to go Rams because I really didn't like how they couldn't score the ball right there. So that kind of showed me that, they still.
Wait, what number are you at right now with the Rams?
6, because Von Miller is a pass rusher. He doesn't help stop the run. So the Titans gave a blueprint on how to beat those. That's what I was trying to tell y'all about.
Yeah.
Von Miller not going to make no difference. Patriots, because of the wizard over there. That's a real wizard. Bill Belichick. That is the man over there. Titans at 8. I really didn't want to put him in there, but they got Adrian Peterson, and they're using him how I thought they was going to use him, and that's still the identity of the team, which is run the ball, set up, play action, pass. Chargers at 9, and I'm going to put the Chiefs in there. Chiefs just came in.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wait. Go throw them in there.
Wait, what?
Chiefs. I got to. I got to throw him back in there. I got to throw him back in there. I can't count Becky out. He snuck back in, so I can't count Becky out. If y'all don't know who Becky is, Patrick Mahomes. Becky with the good health. That's who he is.
Okay.
I love that.
Yo, Ben, talk to us. How you feeling?
All right, mine's changed a lot since last week. I ain't gonna hold you, my change.
Hey, this was a wild week. This was a
Yeah, it was
crazy
a
week.
wild week for sure.
I'm expecting everybody's, top 10 to be shuffled up. Hey, fans included. I know you guys are, all in a limbo right now because we all are. But Ben, school them. What you got for us?
For number one, I'm still rolling with the Packers. I'm still rolling with them. They lost, but Aaron Rodgers didn't play. If Aaron Rodgers was in there, they would have. I think they would have won that game. For number two, got the Cardinals. Number three, I got the Bucks. For number four, I'm gonna shock y'all. For number four, I got the Tennessee Titans at number four.
Wait, we're gonna get into the Titans.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna get into that.
Because I was gonna tell you to elaborate. See, I almost jumped to topic 4, but let's stay put. Let's stay the course. Go ahead.
All right. For number 5, that's where I'm gonna put the Rams at. I'm putting the Rams at 5. Number 6, I got the Ravens. Number 7, I got the Bills. Number 8, I got the Cowboys. 9, I got the Steelers at number 9. For number 10, I got the Patriots. Patriots doing their thing, man.
You said Steelers number 9?
Steelers 9, Patriots 10.
Okay. Certainly. Dub. What's up?
You really gonna save him for last? That's wild, Ron.
I mean,
listen. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You know this about every sport. The vets get the calls.
I got you. Don't worry. That's cool.
Duh. After you go, it's 2 people on the board, right? Who you think I'm saving for last?
Hey, let him know. Let him know.
What I'm talking about.
Who showed his skills again? Talk to him.
Facts.
Oh man.
Nah, so number 1, I got Arizona still. Number 2, I got the Bucks. Number 3, I got the Rams. Number 4, I'll stick with Green Bay. Number 5, I got the Ravens. Number 6, I'm gonna have. I'll stick with the Bills at number 6. Number 7, I'm gonna go with. Number 7, I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh. Number 8, I'm gonna go with Kansas City. Number 9, I'm gonna go with. Number 9, I'm gonna go with the Chargers, and then number 10, I'll go with the Browns.
Okay.
Browns. Okay.
Next up, none other than myself.
There you go.
Okay. So I'm gonna be quick. Bam,
How dare you, Ron? How dare you, Ron? Ron, how dare you?
We're saving the best for last. All right, we're saving the genius for last.
Okay.
Dub. All right, Dub.
You don't. No. It's cool. It's cool because don't worry because I know there's a fine line between genius and psychopath. So I would be worried too.
That's right.
That's what I'm trying to say.
You don't want me to flip that switch.
Exactly. I don't want to looking up my address, trying to hack my emails and stuff like that. Figure out my personal information. I don't want all that.
I should warn you. One, I have all your addresses already. What you don't know is my better half is an investigator. So, you can't hide. But anyways, I just forewarned. Go ahead.
God bless.
Y'all know Thanos, bro. I'll snap him away, bro. We can snap him away. Don't be scared of him. You got Thanos on your side, man.
Oh, man. All right, so look at the top of the list, Thanos. I feel you. The Bucks until the Bucks really show me a significant drop off, I'm not swaying anywhere. I'm not off of this Tom Brady bandwagon. So we're gonna go with the Bucks. The Cardinals are just, man, they're tough. So I'm gonna go with them. 3, I'm gonna go with the Rams. Bama, this is where I disagree with you. I think Von Miller does make a difference. 4, I'm gonna go with them boys. Now you guys don't like for me to put them up there. I'm gonna go with them Cowboys. 5, Aaron Rodgers. The Green Bay Rodgers. 6, the Ravens. 7, the Bills. 8, Kansas City Chiefs. 9, I'm gonna go with the Las Vegas Raiders. And 10, we're gonna do the Chargers. Okay.
Tough.
Fluid.
Want
to wrap it up for us?
I keep going back and forth on one because I agree with you guys about, to beat a man, you got to beat the man. However, it's this week. And so here's this week's rankings. Number 1 is Arizona. Winning without D-Hop and Kyler Murray showed me something. Showed me something about that team.
Tough.
So I got Arizona 1. I got a very, very close. Like I wish I could do 1A, 1B. I got Tampa Bay at 2. I got the Ravens at 3. I got the Rams at 4. Cowboys at 5. The Buffalo Bills at 6. The Titans at 7. They won pretty big without Derrick Henry.
I did.
The Patriots, who listen, I think we've said this last week. The Patriots at number 8. They're getting better, and they're going to hit their stride when it matters most. Yeah. Number 9 is the Chargers. And number 10, because you're not only playing them, you're playing the refs, is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Okay. And you know what I'm talking about. And you know what I'm talking about from Monday.
I want to apologize to everybody watching right now. I forgot about the Titans, but sorry about that. TikTok.
That's okay. Did you notice who was not on my top 10?
Wait,
yeah, I don't know why you hate Kansas City so much. Honestly, you need to let that die.
Dub, did you mean to put the Titans in there?
Yeah, I would have put the Titans in there, but I mean, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
So, but before we move on to our next segment, just a quick question: am I tripping for not having the Titans or New England in my top 10?
A little bit.
Nah.
A little bit.
Bama? A little bit.
I'd say the Titans.
Maybe.
I just want to say quick because I'm surprised Bama didn't say nothing. I just want to remind you: Cards, Bucks, Ravens, Rams, Cowboys, Bills, Titans, Patriots, Chargers, Steelers. There's a team I thought Bama would say something about. All right, let's go. Moving on.
You didn't put the Cowboys, right?
No.
That's tough.
Cowboys are 5. Tough. Cowboys are 5.
Oh, you did put the Cowboys?
Yeah, Cowboys.
Man, stop playing with me, man. The Cowboys just.
Wait, say it one more time. We can't let this pass. This seems too good to be true.
Cards, Bucks, Ravens, Rams, Cowboys, Bills, Titans, Patriots, Chargers, Steelers. Oh yeah,
no
Packers.
Oh, yeah.
No,
that's right. That's right.
That boy is
gone.
Sick.
No,
gone.
Wait. No, look. We won't just calm down, Bama. We won't get into it just yet. We have a further segment. Ben, we need to talk to you about your take on the Packers. And Fluent, I think we're gonna start with you this time.
Yeah, he was hanging out with Allen and them from the Hangover, the Wolf Pack. That's what he was hanging out with. And I put the Packers on there.
So what we're gonna get into is the Aaron Rodgers situation. Of course.
Hold up, Doug. We got to get into our weekly installment of Yes or BS.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you was transitioning into that. My bad.
I'm gonna let you take the reins after this. You got it.
Facts.
I'm gonna just ask a couple quick questions. We're gonna get through this one quick this week. You know, I just need a yes or no, maybe a sentence or two from you guys. So, first question. We all know that Odell Beckham got traded. So I need to know from you guys, are the Browns better without Odell Beckham Jr.? Doug, how you feel?
BS.
Yes?
BS.
Ben, BS?
They are better without OBJ. They are. I think so.
Quick elaboration?
Well, they've been winning games without him. They've been winning games. Yeah, they've been winning games without him. And it's like they're playing better on offense without him.
Bama?
I know why. So I'll let you know why. When you got a high-profile receiver like OBJ, so the NFL is more egos and politics than anything. From when you go from the base level high school on up. So when you got guys, high-profile guys like OBJ comes in, the first thing the coach is going to do is be like, hey, when we draw these plays up, I want you to look for this guy. When you got a quarterback like Baker Mayfield that's ego-driven as well, short, small guy, built his whole career off his ego. He's fighting demons as well. So you constantly telling him this, but in his head, he like, bro, I want to throw to who I want to throw to. Get it to this point of OBJ is very vocal. Why you ain't get me the ball? So now you go on somebody that's got a real big ego and you asking, hey, bro, why you don't get me the ball? So now Baker's constantly in his head of, I got to get this dude the ball. I got to give him the ball. That's where you see them piss poor passes. You see passes where he lobs it. You don't get it to him because he's constantly in his head. That means he's seeing somebody else open, but he's constantly fighting this. I got to get OBJ the ball. So now it's an inorganic feel to it. Offense
I see.
In flow. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna throw it to who I throw it to. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you got guys like Rodgers and Brady's, and they can dictate, oh, I'm gonna just force feed this guy right here. But Baker Mayfield can't do that. You want to let him just run the offense how he runs it.
So what you're trying to say is Odell has made him not as good. He's made Baker not as good.
the situation.
I think what he's trying to say is Baker isn't a good quarterback. And when you have a quality superstar, so it's yes, the team is better without Odell. And Bama hit on a lot of the points as to why, because it's kind of like addition by subtraction. So Baker doesn't have to deal with. Listen, he wasn't throwing Odell the ball anyways. So now you take him out of the mix, and now he doesn't have to worry about that conflict. Because what did we say all season? What's the problem with Baker and Odell? What's the problem with Baker and Odell? Well, now there's no problem because, hey, he can spread the ball around. They could focus on the run game, which is their actual strength. And he doesn't have to, because the funny thing is about what Bama said, he was right, but he also missed one part. He was forcing it to Odell sometimes when he was covered, but then when he was open, he wasn't throwing him the ball. So it made the offense worse. So now it doesn't have to worry about that anymore. So yeah, it does make, I can't believe I'm saying it does make the Browns better.
So without Odell, he's still
I'm sorry.
better.
We're gonna get into this topic now, because I can't believe what I'm hearing. The Browns are the same exact team they are with or without Odell. They're the same exact team, so they don't play better. Last game, they didn't beat them on the pass. They ran down their throats. That game was all Nick Chubb. All of it was Nick
Listen
Chubb.
to what you just said and what I said. I said because they don't have Odell, they run the ball more.
But which
makes them better.
They run the ball. They run the ball regardless.
They lean on the play action pass. So versus me dropping back on the play action pass and having in my subconscious, I got to throw it to Odell. I got to throw. Do you know they got pressure? They got pressure.
When everyone's
got to worry
healthy.
about the snap count. You got to worry about what coverage they in. They got combo coverages. This dude was in cover 3. Now he in cover 2. Like they got so much to worry about.
At the end of the day,
I wasn't a QB, but I as a former receiver, I'll tell you. Every time I go back into the huddle, what am I saying? I was open. Yo, look for me. I was open. And now you got Jarvis Landry. I say when they're all healthy, Jarvis Landry and Odell, and you're thinking, okay, I got to feed them the ball. And now they're saying, I don't have to worry about feeding because it's just really one great receiver. So let's run it. And that's what I'm saying is now they're going to run the ball more, and that makes them better.
The thing is, with or without
less
Odell,
mouths to feed.
And my point is that with or without Odell, there was always and will always be a run first team. That was always their identity, running the ball, with or without Odell being on the floor. The problem with Odell was the fact that with that chemistry issue, which you guys allude to with Baker Mayfield. But at the end of the day, that doesn't affect them as much because at the end of the day, they're not a pass-happy team. They're a run-happy team. So to me, in my eyes, the team is the same exact place where they was before. Maybe it's a little bit less pressure than Baker Mayfield. Yes, you're absolutely right about that because he's not dealing with Odell anymore. 2 big egos, like Bama said. But at the end of the day, they're the same exact team. Run first team, and they're not doing anything special in the pass. They're not. Last game they didn't win because Baker Mayfield had a great game. They won because Nick Chubb.
They're never going to win because of Baker Mayfield. We've established that.
Well, I mean, he did hit deep play action passes though. That's what he's supposed to do. That's the reason of being in a run first offense to set up the deep play action pass. And he hit those passes last game. That's why they was able to blow them out 40-16 because he was hitting those deep passes when he needed to hit them. They don't dial them up all game. They don't dial them up all game though. He had like 1 or 2. I think it was like 1 or 2. He had,
I know it was one with Peoples Jones.
Yeah, Peoples Jones got one, and then he had like another. But they're not gonna dial it up all game though. But he hit them. That's what I'm saying. So if you can hit those consistently 1 to 2 times a game, each game, that's gonna propel them way further into the playoffs than him having to worry about forcing it to Odell.
And listen, and it also takes out an element that we're not there to know, but I'll tell you from talking to some guys, right? It takes that element out of the locker room too. And we don't talk about chemistry nearly enough, but it's important. And when your QB and one of your receivers are not on the same page, trust me, people can feel it. People know. Now you take that element out and you're like, hey, that was an issue. It's not an issue anymore. Let's focus on football. And that's big. And that's big.
Is Odell a cancer?
No, it's not Odell's fault.
It's Baker's fault.
It's Baker's fault.
It could even be the offensive coordinator.
It could be both of them. Yeah.
It's things like this where the offensive coordinator probably likes Odell more than Baker. And it's like, hey, Odell was open. So now you got your offensive coordinator in your ear because they got microphones in their helmets. So you probably got your offensive coordinator in your ear telling, hey, Odell. So now you remove that. Now the offensive coordinator has to wrap his arms around you now. It's no more Odell.
Just think about this. Me and Bama have beef, right? And Ben's with Bama and Laurent's with me. Now, if one of us leaves, now they both can be with me. Or if I leave, now they both could be with Bama. No, that's what I'm saying. It eliminates that division. Even if it's 3 guys or 10 guys, it doesn't matter how many. But on a 53-man roster, some guys are going to side with Odell, some are going to side with Baker. If you take that out, there's no more conflict.
I understand what you mean with that. The reason why I was keeping so hard because I hate this narrative going around that Odell's a cancer and Odell's always
No, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think that he is.
Why the team locker room issues and everything.
Not everyone's going to get along.
Okay, I just didn't want that to be the narrative. I mean, if you guys agree on that, I'll be fine with this. Honestly,
I like Odell. I like Odell on my team.
Yo,
and won't last year in the playoffs? Then won't they in the playoffs without Odell? Like last year?
Yes.
Yeah. Right. All right.
Yeah.
What's up?
So whose side are you going to? Are you going to Bama side or are you going to Fluid side with me?
What do you mean?
He's a tiebreaker. He's a tiebreaker.
I would like not to answer.
Hey, Fluid, where you at right now? Like what's? Oh, you're in Canada. You coming up north or you going down south? Which one? Oh, that's fire. You going way down south or way up north?
Where you at, man?
I'm in Arizona.
Oh, for real?
Phoenix.
We got to talk about that later. I used to live in Scottsdale. We'll talk
really?
later.
Oh, okay.
You used to live in Scottsdale too? Ooh, hey, Old Town, baby.
Hey, you know a little something, don't you? Oh. You know what's that Old Town. Okay.
Hey, but so to move on to our next topic, we got a little caught up in that. My next question, yes or BS? The Patriots are going to win the AFC East. Bama.
What?
Yes. They not because the Bills still the best team over there. I don't see them. No.
So
Bills
yes,
still right. Yeah. No, that's
so
BS. Patriots not finna win out in that conference.
Okay.
They can get a wild card. I think they could probably get a wild card though.
You know,
what did I tell y'all though? What did I tell y'all about the Patriots? What did I tell y'all? I said they could definitely make a run for the playoffs. I told y'all. But that's BS. That's BS? Yeah, they're not beating the Bills out.
Fluid?
Yes.
Oh my God.
I'm rolling with Mac Jones and the Patriots and Bill Belichick. If this was baseball, they were half a game back. And they are hitting their stride at the right time.
That's a fact.
I think the Patriots are winning the AFC East.
Let's not forget the Patriots had a great offseason. And it's really starting to all come to fruition.
We're talking about underrated kind of their defense. I don't think we're giving them enough respect, and I think they're only getting better as the season goes on.
And with a coach like Bill Belichick, he knows how to motivate his players and tell them, hey, these guys are overlooking you. They're acting like you guys really aren't what you are, and that goes a long way. Ben, how you feel? Yes or BS?
I think BS. I think the Bills going to win that division. And looking at the schedule, I think the hardest game they got is the Buccaneers. It's the Buccaneers. So
do we know? Do we know when the Bills and Patriots?
Bills and Patriots. Well, that's December the 6th.
That's going to decide the East.
Okay, because they still got to play them twice. They still got to play them twice. So,
they played
Are you
twice?
basing this off?
Yeah, they play the Bills, Patriots twice.
So they play the Patriots on the 26th and
the 6th.
Okay.
So they play them.
Nah, they are. Oh yeah,
back-to-back weeks.
Play on Monday night football. Monday night on the 6th.
Yeah.
Then the 26th.
And then the 26th of December. Oh, both in December.
Yep.
Okay.
And they got the Bucks 2 weeks before that. The Bills got their work cut out for them. Other than that, their schedule's light though.
Hey, so are you basing this off of are you making this whole assumption because of the Bills' loss to the Jaguars?
No, I think that was just a bad game. I'm basing it on you guys all picking the Bills.
You know, historically they struggle with the Jaguars a lot. Though.
Every team has their that team that just beats them all the time, right? Like not to pick on the Seahawks, but like no matter how bad Arizona was,
I don't know why.
Right? Just think about it. Arizona goes 7-1 at home for years, and what was that one loss every year to the terrible Cardinals every year? there's just sometimes there's teams that beat you, and I think that's. I'm not holding the Jaguars lost completely against them, but they did lose to the Jags.
You just have that much faith in the Patriots.
It's more about what I see happening with the Patriots. The Bills had an expectation that they were going to just run away with the East because everybody else was going to be garbage. And I think that's come back down to reality. The Patriots really didn't have much expectation, rookie quarterback, the whole thing with Cam Newton during the preseason. And then I see them coming together, and it's not as much how you start. They've got through the first half of the season. They're okay. They're 5-4. It's the last 8 games now where we're going to see that real team, because people are saying, oh, they haven't beaten anybody. Listen, you beat who's in front of you. That's your schedule. Chargers. So yeah, but that's what. Listen, I'm reading the chat. They're saying, oh, the Patriots haven't beaten anybody good. All right, well, wait for the last 8 games. Let's see what they do, because at the end of the day, they still have to play the Bills twice. And if I have to put my faith in a team, when those 2 games are on the line, I'm taking the Patriots over the Bills.
The Bills are winning 1 game. I think it's going to go 1-1 based off the take I made that the Bills doesn't have that strong of a front 7, and the Patriots will be able to run on that Bills team and open up the doors for like Mac Jones to do his thing. So I definitely be 1-1 between those 2 teams. I just they got the Browns and everything. We'll just have to see, man. I don't know if they're beating out the Bills, but I do think they'll make the playoffs.
Okay, fellas. Oh, what's up, Emma?
No, I'm just saying that's tough. No, I'm just saying that's just tough, though, because I just know the playoffs defenses get so condensed, especially in the second half of the season. A lot of people don't realize a lot of these scores be so outlandish because the defenses are still synchronizing together. The second half of the season is when you see what teams is really gonna make the playoffs, because defenses are starting to gel together. The games is a lot more condensed. Time of possession, even though time of possession is important in the NFL in general, but the second half is very important for that reason. So I don't know. Mac Jones, the verdict is still out for him. They don't have a true number 1 over there. Tight ends are kind of iffy. The run game, I'm like what I'm seeing out of Ramondre, that possibly can help him a lot, and Damian. So we'll see.
When they add Odell, right, they'll have a passing game.
I mean, yeah. I mean, but Odell narrowed his choices down.
Wait. For a second. Who has Odell?
No, I'm just playing.
The Seahawks.
I said the Patriots. The Patriots.
Fluid. That's twice. I think you're starting to try to target me and Ben, and we don't like this. So now, you push me to Bama side. Are you push me down?
Come on over here. Odell going to the Seahawks. Come on.
All right. Hey, look, I'm
now
that
I know he's in Arizona, I'm going down on Bama side too.
Oh, okay. I'm feeling it.
It's already starting to get cold up here, so I'm ready to go.
It ain't nothing like that.
77 today. Yeah, 71 right now. So
okay. Yo, Ben, did you gave your yes to BS to this one?
Oh, I said it was about the Patriots, right?
He said BS.
Yeah, BS.
You said the Bills, right? Okay.
Yeah, Bills winning it.
Okay, before I get into my last yes or BS, bold take, crazy bold take. Seahawks beat the Cardinals both times this year. Yes, that's my crazy take. That's my crazy take. Okay. Seahawks beat them twice. Also, Fluid had mentioned earlier that it's week 10 next week. So as of next week, we're going to start getting into a lot more things. We're going to get a lot more creative. The show's going to expand. So we're going to start doing our weekly predictions. We're going to start keeping a tally on who's right, who's wrong, things like that. Also, next week, we're going to get into some drafts and stuff like that. All-time QBs, all-time DNs, all-time just, coaches, things like that, Best Super Bowl teams, all type of stuff. We got a lot in store for you guys. But moving on to our last yes or BS. Jordan Love will be the successor to Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay. Fluid.
The longtime successor? Because because there's a middle ground, unfortunately, because he's going to be maybe a gap quarterback for somebody else. Maybe. Yeah, no, he's not that guy. He's not that guy. He's not like Aaron Rodgers taking over for Brett Favre. So if that's the question, BS.
Okay, Dub.
I don't like his name, so I'm gonna say BS.
Jordan Haidt. Bama?
I'm gonna say yes, and the reason why I'm gonna say yes, it's hard to say BS right now because a part of being quarterback, you got to be comfortable. So I feel like when Rodgers is actually retired and gone, and they know he won't be able to come back to the actual Packers, I feel like that's when we'll be able to see a better version of Jordan Love, not a dude that's watching over his shoulder, like wondering when is Rodgers gonna come back, or they just basically renting him. It's like a rent. Aaron don't want to play, or we can't use Aaron right now. Get out there. You know what I mean?
Do you know what makes a great quarterback, Bama? Who's the GOAT? Who's the GOAT?
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers is the GOAT, for real? I know
Tom
you don't
Brady?
believe that.
You want me to give
that's
you,
right.
You want me
It
to
is
say
Tom
Tom Brady because he's
and
the
what did
most
Tom Brady do?
accomplished?
He took that job. And what did Aaron Rodgers do? He took that job. He showed them he was better and that he could take that job. Jordan Love didn't do that. He's not taking that job.
But Brett Favre also kind of had a down year right before Aaron Rodgers took it. Drew Bledsoe got hurt. They're not going against somebody that just had an MVP season before, and then he comes back and he's having a similar season right now. So that's like a different phenomena he's dealing with. You know, looking over his shoulder. I would rather look over my shoulder and see Drew Bledsoe or watch.
I see what you're saying with the previous year, but like I look at it. Aaron Rodgers took it. Tom Brady took it. Patrick Mahomes took it. Like you got to take it.
But look,
if you're not ready to take it,
Alex Smith.
If you're not ready to, he took it. Alex Smith played well. Alex Smith took him to the playoffs.
Yeah, he plays well.
I said it's not. I know it's not the same. I said it's not the same as Aaron Rodgers playing MVP. I said that. However, you got to take it. If you're not ready to take it, then it's not yours. You got to take it.
That's right. You got to take that thing.
For me. That's right.
Okay, Ben, what you got for us?
Don't just look at it. Don't just look at it.
Don't just look at it. You take that thing.
Make
take
it
what's yours.
That's
facts.
right. There you
go. Go ahead.
I say BS. I got Jordan Love. I don't think it's the dude at Green Bay. I know it's his first career start. I just got to see more from him. But right now I'm gonna say BS.
Okay. All right. 0.
Oh no, we talking about Jordan Love, right?
No. We're actually transitioning into our next topic.
Oh, my bad. I forgot.
We're on the same team.
So speaking of the Green Bay Packers, everybody, I would like to hear everybody's take on this Aaron Rodgers situation, as well as the state. What was the question? The state of the Green Bay Packers without Aaron Rodgers. So, B-Ben, I'll start off with you.
Man, they are in trouble if Aaron Rodgers is. It's gonna be looking ugly. It's over. It's over. If they do go to the playoffs, first round exit. That's how I'm feeling. Aaron Rodgers on that team is very important. It's very important.
And how do you feel? How do you feel about this situation?
I mean, I know it's like your body and stuff like that. But you shouldn't lie like that. You shouldn't lie about you getting the vaccine if you didn't get it. Like, I think it's just plain out stupid. And I think they should suspend him like one game. Just like one, 2 games, maybe more.
Okay. Fluent.
All right. So first of all, let's not make Aaron Rodgers a hero for doing what he did. He lied. If he stood up and said, "Hey, I'm not doing this because," I'd have a lot more respect for him. I can't believe I'm about to say I have more respect for Kyrie Irving saying, "Hey, I'm not doing this because it's my choice, my body, whatever," than I do for Aaron Rodgers lying about it, misleading people. I know he said he tried to be he tried to do a play on words. He tried to show everybody that he's smarter than everybody else. But let me give you this scenario. You're going in for a job, and listen, Aaron Rodgers is not getting fired. Let's put that out there right now. It's not going to happen. He's too talented. But you go for a job, and the job says requirement for this job is an MBA, and you say, "Yep." You check off on your application. I got that, and then you get hired for that job. Do you know what happens when they find out that you don't have an MBA? You get fired the next day. Trust me, I had to do it to somebody. It happens. So what he said was, I'm gonna follow the rules of someone, and this isn't about your body, your choice, whether you should get vaccinated. I don't care. That's your choice. You're absolutely right. But your employer has a mandate that says if you're vaxxed, this is the rules you got to follow. If you're not, these are the rules you got to follow. And he lied about it. So he needs to be suspended, fined, whatever. What he did was wrong. It's not noble to lie. Like I said, I would have had much respect for him if he said, "I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it." Okay, then live by those rules. I'm happy with that. I'd be the first one standing up, applauding Aaron Rodgers for standing up for what he believes in. Whether I agree or disagree with him, I'm okay with him being upfront and doing that. As far as the Packers are concerned, because I know that's your next question, let me give you, I like some stats. So in the Aaron Rodgers era, the Green Bay Packers average 13.6 points per game when Aaron Rodgers doesn't start. Let me give you some examples of other teams. The 0-16 Detroit Lions averaged 1 point more than that per game. The 0-16 Browns, the 0-16 Browns average 1.5 more points than that per game. So that's who the Packers are without Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers scored 7 points this last week too.
Which probably brings that average down a little bit. So without Aaron Rodgers, that's what they are. So they better listen. So that's why they're going to figure out a way to have him play, regardless of what he did, because they're nothing without him.
Facts. Shout out to Light Out Sports. He mentioned that Aaron Rodgers' situation is worse than Kyrie's, and I agree 100%.
Yeah.
Bama, what's your thoughts on the situation? How do you think how successful can you think Green Bay can be?
My thoughts on the situation, I like Aaron Rodgers. Y'all know he's one of my favorite players, but that whole situation just reeks of privilege, man. I just kind of call it how I see it, man. On one hand, Kyrie Irving is losing $400,000 a game and not being able to participate, go up there, all of that. You got one dude that lied, and then they come right back out after we find out he lies. He's not going to be suspended, and the team might pay a few fines for him, and it's not even going to be a super big fine. They say small fine. The ESPN even let you know that the team may have to pay a few small fines. So I really feel like that's even more of a slap in the face, because on one hand, you got one dude who let you know his stance from the jump. I'm not doing the vaccine. You got free to do whatever, but I'm not taking it because I feel like it's not right to make somebody take something. And he's getting put to the back burner for it. Like for essentially telling the truth. One dude lies, and then he goes on TV and tell you, oh, I've been taking advice from a comedian and a host.
Oh, man.
I just always tell people this, like, could you imagine, like, if a black player went up there and said, oh, yeah, I'm not taking the vaccine, and I've been getting advice from Dr. Umar.
From like, Kevin Hart. No, from Kevin Hart.
From Kevin Hart. Like, could you imagine how crazy people would go if a black dude just got up there talking like that? That's why I'm like, it just reeks of privilege right there. Unfortunately, he in the NFL, and we know how the NFL run their show. They run it like a plantation. They're not going to do nothing to Aaron Rodgers, so I'm not going to sit up there and cry about it. But like to what Fluent said, they're a horrible team without Aaron Rodgers.
Can I just quickly, sorry to jump in. I just want to say, because you're on the Aaron Rodgers thing and we're comparing him to Kyrie, just think about that. Kyrie, the NBA is different. Not getting vaccinated means he couldn't play, and he gave up all that money. With Aaron Rodgers, unvaccinated players can still play. Cole Beasley is playing. He just has to follow a couple of different rules. So he wasn't even losing anything by being honest. He was just really thought, I'm smarter than everybody else, so I'm going to lie. And that's what bothers me. Sorry, go ahead, Bam.
No, that's good. That's good intel. I didn't know that. I didn't know that, it's still a different thing to go. It's different rules you got to follow.
Still play. Yeah, he could still play.
Yeah, that's I mean, yeah, it was no need to lie.
It's pretty selfish, and for Kyrie to be labeled as this despicable human being for it, it's kind of messed up in my eyes, What is it, Ron? What's your thoughts?
The whole vaccination part, it's kind of nasty out of Aaron. Aaron knows it's extremely nasty, but I mean, it kind of is what it is. I don't really have a stance on that. Like, if you didn't want to get it, he didn't want to get it. He just kind of jumped through some hoops that he didn't have to jump through. Now he has to backtrack through them hoops and reverse step through them, and it's gonna be an ugly situation. I don't think he gets suspended. I don't think the NFL wants to really lose too much money. So I mean, we still get to see Aaron Rodgers play, but it's kind of just a shit show more or less. But as of the Packers, as a unit, as a team, as a franchise, listen, What is a house without its foundation? You know what? You okay, Doug?
That's my little brother. You want to say what's up? Come here, buddy. They'll call him Harry Potter.
What's up?
What's up, little bro?
What's up with your boy? So
my bad, Ron.
What's a house without its foundation? Actually, furthermore, what's a car without its wheels? You know what? No. What's a car without its engine? Yeah, the offensive line gonna have to push the team. Okay, they gonna have to push that vehicle to the nearest service station where they can hopefully get the transmission fixed. Without Aaron Rodgers, the Green Bay Packers, it's just they might as well go play in the Big 12. Big 10.
Hey, yeah,
stuff. What's good? Big shout out to if you guys are on YouTube and still watching this video, please drop a like, subscribe. It doesn't hurt anybody. You obviously like the content. Shout out to the guys watching on the Twitch stream right now. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. And, we're going to keep this going, man. Topic number 2. I'm changing it up a little bit. Where is Odell's landing spot? Where is Odell going to go? And I'm going to save y'all 2 for last. Bama? Bama, I want to hear your thoughts first. Y'all both give me that
I
crazy
got like a little hunch, just for us with the NFL or whatever. I think I got to be on one of Fluent shows with how I think about the NFL. But I think he either going to the Packers or Raiders, and those gonna be my 2 teams that's gonna go to the Super Bowl. It's just weird how the NFL do these things, but I think he either going to one of those 2 teams because it's odd that he put both of those teams on there. Out of all the teams he could have chose, New England, a lot of other teams that would have put him in a good situation, but he chose the Seahawks, Packers, and Raiders. And I just got the Raiders and Packers being in the Super Bowl for some odd reason. But yeah, I just think those 2 teams real strong. More so Packers than anything, but Packers and Raiders.
Fluent.
If you asked me a couple of days ago, I would have said Raiders, and everybody else second. But then they signed Deshaun Jackson, and I went, not that they couldn't do both, but I don't see the fit. So I think most likely he's going to sign with the Packers because, listen, Aaron Rodgers is trying to do his best Tom Brady impersonation, right? That was the whole thing during the offseason. I want some clout. I want some say, bring in my boy Randall Cobb. And so this is going to be like his Antonio Brown, I think, where he's going to say to Packers, hey, you want me to be your quarterback? Well, I want Odell Beckham. I want Odell Beckham to be on this team. And I think right now he still wields that much power that I think he's going to get it done. However, there's, I know we're going to talk about the Seahawks. I think that's a bad fit. So I'll wait for the other guys to talk about it, and I'll tell you why it's a bad fit after they say why they want him. But I really think the best place for him to go is actually New England. I really think that's because anywhere else he goes, he's not going to be the guy, right? If he goes to Green Bay, it's Devontae Adams. Like, that's the guy. If he goes to the Raiders, I know it's a tight end, but that's Darren Waller's team, like, as far as receivers go. So yeah, he'd still probably be the best receiver, but I still don't like that matchup. In Seattle, well, now he's 3rd fiddle behind DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. So that's not ideal for him either. So really, if he goes to the Patriots, he's the guy. And I think that's what he wants. And the last time he was good, the last time he put up numbers was in New York, where he was the guy. So I think I'm with Bama. I think he's going to the Pack, but I would prefer to see him as a Patriot.
Got you. And Patriots not a bad fit for him as well, with an up-and-coming rookie like Mac Jones and that nice running offense that they have. I think that would be nice as well. Shout out to Kang Mushu. Was good with you. Ben and Ron. Just to let you guys know, these are 2 Seattle Seahawks fans.
You guys can do tandem.
You guys can do
going?
hand in
Where's
hand.
it going?
Yo. You be DK, I'll be Tyler Lockett. Wait, no. You be DK, I'll be Odell Beckham Jr.
Ooh,
Cool.
Go ahead, fellas.
I got to say this. I wouldn't mind if he go to Green Bay, because I would love to see him in Green Bay. But I would love him in Seattle, man. But like, what did he leave? I don't know.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah, Dub, don't do
but
this
like-
again, bro. Don't do this.
Yeah. But yeah, like,
I told my family not to call me during the show.
What in the world?
No, it won't that. It won't that.
It was a
Yeah.
side piece.
Yeah,
Okay.
side piece. But yeah,
Ooh, I see a boy.
That's right. Ooh, talk to me.
She like, ooh,
But
man,
yeah,
I see you.
Can
like
I ask
said
you
I'm-
guys? Okay, we know
said
you
I'm
guys.
doing
Can I
business.
just jump in, Dub? Okay, I know you
What's
guys.
up?
You guys are Seahawks fans, and why do you want Odell there? Like, what is it that you feel your receiving core is missing that you would want Odell?
I'll say this: the receiver core is. I think it was already good because we got DK, we got Lockett, Freddie Swain, and Eskridge, our rookie. But like, this is Odell Beckham. This will fit like perfectly because Lockett does not care if he be the slot because he was there before when we had Doug Baldwin, Jermaine Kearse, and Lockett. So it'll
Lockett is a slot. You can utilize him in the slot.
Yeah,
OBJ is
that's
an
what I said.
outside.
That's what he said was lock it in the slot. Yeah.
Yeah, and then and then you got Russ as our quarterback. He's back, so yeah, and he gonna give you the ball. Russ is gonna give you the ball. If he sees you open, he's gonna give it to you. Simple.
Ron.
And that's my main thing. I'm like, because you guys keep saying, yo, Fluent, I 1,000% disagree with you with Odell being the third fiddle. Because I don't think either of those guys are hand over fist just better than Odell. But on top of that, the thing about Russell Wilson is he's gonna get you the ball when you get open. So it's like it's gonna be games where Odell gets 10 receptions and DK gets 2, and then it's gonna be vice versa. But it's just like now you just give Russell Wilson a completely different dynamic. And my whole thing with that is like, yes, we have defensive deficiencies. So how do we make that up? We make that up like how the 07 or the Nash Phoenix Suns did. We have to use our offense as our defense. So I'm like, as much firepower as we can get on offense, we need that.
Yeah, you saw how that worked for that Nash Suns team.
I
right?
was just about to say.
I gotta say this too. When it comes to the defense, all right, first like couple weeks, we was last. All right, this was last year. We was last. Last 5 weeks, we was top 5 in defense. We was top 5 last year. This year.
So the next 5 weeks.
Wait, not like the last. But like this year, I think we were like top 20, like top 20 in defense.
Y'all 15.
Yes.
Y'all 15.
15. We're right there. That's good. And we're
we
trending upwards.
straight.
We're like the Patriots.
Nah,
We're
but
trending
listen.
upwards.
Nah, but
What's
listen,
up?
bro. But honestly, that's to me in my eyes. It's just not a good fit. It's just
Why?
not. I mean, I understand
Is
more.
it because we have other receivers?
It's not even about that because at the end of the day, you guys don't need to improve your offense at all. You guys don't. You guys have a good offense.
So what do we need to do? Because the trade deadline came and gone. It's gone.
I
with the wind.
understand that,
So what
but
do we do?
I don't feel a necessity to add Odell
You need
Beckham
to
'cause
you
I
need
don't
to
think
realize
it
that you're not
adds
making the
anything.
playoffs and retool for
Yeah.
next year.
Yeah, and that's a fact.
Funny
I
guys.
think so. You
Remember,
guys
we
aren't.
beat the Cardinals twice.
You guys aren't beating.
Remember the bet. Remember the bet. When they don't make the playoffs, you have to sit here for a whole episode muted, just listening.
Okay, but
You guys-
remember, hold on. No, I'm only doing this bet under one circumstance. Dub, while you're laughing, when Hurts drives you guys into the dirt and you guys don't make the playoffs, then you can't say nothing. And
What do you want? But I know we're not making the
next
playoffs.
week when you
I know
guys
we're
are
not making the
eliminated,
playoffs.
you can't say anything.
Why not? I'm not
They
making
got
that.
it.
I know
We're not suggesting our teams are going to be in the playoffs. Our teams are garbage.
Facts.
Okay. See,
Y'all
But
just
that's what
gotta get rid of Nagy over there in Chicago. He's like a black
agree.
cat, bro. He's a black cat. I don't know what it is about that dude.
Look, check
And
this out.
I
Fluent.
want to read some of the schedule we got because I mean next couple like easiest games we got Texans, Bears, Washington, Lions. Those are easy wins, and Russ is back. The only teams we got to worry about is the Cardinals and the Rams. That's basically it. 49ers, I ain't worried
All right,
about.
so let's do the bet on that Bears
Yeah,
Seahawks
yeah.
game. All right, so when the
Gotcha.
Bears beat the Seahawks, you guys have to, and then if the Seahawks somehow get the Pittsburgh
What
Steelers
games you said was easy games, real quick?
every game basically is it.
The Lions, the Texans, I think the Washington football team, and the
Yes.
I'm finna tell y'all right now. Y'all gonna take an L either to the Texans or Lions. I don't know why people. No, just hear me out.
With that.
This is why it's so weird. The NFL is just so weird to me because damn near all of those teams are 1 or 2 pieces away from winning the Super Bowl. So for people to be like, "Oh, it's an easy win," I mean, technically, it's not because
there are no easy wins.
Every given Sunday.
That's right.
Like,
the Bills thought the Jags were an easy win.
Exactly.
The Bengals thought the Jets were an easy win.
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
So
look, I'm looking at our schedule. I don't see a game that we cannot win.
Well, yeah, of course.
I don't.
Of course.
Hold on, is Aaron Rodgers playing this week?
I think Russell Wilson.
Got 1 more week. I think
Is Aaron Rodgers playing?
2 weeks.
Give us that win. I told you what we gonna do to Arizona. Give us that win. Okay, I know that was up in the air. Give us that win. Washington done.
Yeah.
The 49ers come on Garoppolo. I'm not putting nothing behind Garoppolo.
You slapped that hand.
You be careful with those divisional games.
Hard as hell, boy.
Rams. I'm a little scared about that game. So the Rams, okay. Bears, Lions.
I'm glad you mentioned the Rams because that transitioned us to our next topic. The Titans defeat the Rams. So how good is this Titans team? And, how far do you think they could go? They just lost Derrick Henry. And to have a win like this is truly a statement on how good this team is. So, let's see. Bam was shaking his head no. Why are you shaking your head no?
Because, Adrian Peterson just allowed them to do what they wanted to do. The other 2 running backs they had on their roster was like little scat backs. So them bringing Adrian Peterson in kind of still helps that offensive coordinator and Ryan Tannehill know that, hey, bro, we still gonna call the same plays as if Derrick Henry was here. So, but the thing is, Derrick Henry was what was gonna get you through the playoffs. I don't think that Adrian Peterson is gonna carry them to the promised land for his AFC. And I don't believe in Ryan Tannehill or Tannenbaum. He's gonna throw the game because now in the playoffs, when he gets to those critical situations, instead of turning around handing Derrick Henry off the ball, now we're gonna have to dial up plays for Ryan Tannehill. And it was even last year in the playoffs. They showed you when it was time to put the ball in Ryan Tannehill's hands, he'll throw a pick. Always has been, always will be who he thought. He was a receiver in college. So what else do you expect from him? Like, what more do you expect?
The Rams-Titans game was less about the Titans. And don't get me wrong, they played a really good defensive game. I don't think they can do that every week. It was less about the Titans, and it was more about the Rams having a bad game. Every team has a bad game. The Rams are legit. We all have the Rams pretty high on our top 10 because we know they're legit. It is a bad game. You move on. And you're going to see the Titans now start that nice descent down. Yeah,
because honestly, they won that game.
Because you think their defense could play that well every single week?
Now I do think their defense can play well. Yeah.
They can play that well, but that well. I think it was more Rams had it bad. Listen, I think it was more Matthew Stafford doing Matthew Stafford things. We haven't seen Detroit Lions Matthew Stafford this year. You just saw him. He just came back. So we'll see. I think someone said you could take Matthew Stafford out of Detroit, but you can't take something like that.
Detroit out of
Stafford. There you go.
He was back on 8 Mile.
He was back on 8 Mile.
Oh man,
burning down some houses.
I've been waiting for this guy to come. I'm like, look, you see, Halloween was last week. He's been plotting for Halloween since week 1, and he Halloween's over. His costume's gone. Now Matt Stafford is back.
God bless.
Never been a Matt Stafford guy ever.
Why not? He puts up crazy numbers every single year.
Yeah, but he doesn't win. When he went to the Rams, I was actually surprised the first 8 weeks because I said, listen, I've seen Matthew Stafford 2 times a year for 12 years. And he puts up numbers, but he doesn't win. He just doesn't win. So the
Do you
fact
really
that
blame that on him, or do you blame
Bro,
that
the
on
year they went
zone?
like 0-16, Megatron almost went for 2,000, and Stafford had like 5,000 passing yards.
Yeah.
Like if you put that in, if you just look at it from a stat standpoint, you supposed to
stats
think
are
that
so deceiving.
you would think they went to the Super Bowl. If you look at a receiver, they got 1,900
But
yards.
I understand that. I understand what you're saying. But what I'm
No,
saying
is it
that
solely on him? Is it
it's
solely
not
on him?
solely on him.
No. It's never solely on one person, but your record is your record, and that lives with the quarterback and the coach, unfortunately.
I blame that. Honestly, I blame entirely that on Matthew Stafford being on the lines. Same thing for Megatron. You know, Megatron be successful everywhere since he was on the Detroit Lions. You know,
It wasn't even that. It was they fired Jim Caldwell prematurely, and they
That was a terrible fire. That was a terrible. That was a bad. Yeah, 100%. He's finding. He was making them respectable.
Mm-hmm.
That was a bad move.
Ben.
I'll say this though, that defense is getting kind of underrated. I think it's getting kind of underrated because at the beginning that defense was just terrible, but then at the end, right now, like till now, it's just underrated. Jeffrey Simmons had like 3 sacks. I think he had like 3 sacks that game. So I see them going to the playoffs, maybe AFC Championship. Who knows?
Then they got a Bill Belichick disciple as one of their coaches, so that's why I feel like the defense possibly could.
He's such a good coach.
Continue to do that.
Yeah.
Ron, you got anything to say about the Titans?
Listen, you guys heard my top 10. I didn't have the Titans in there. I believe without that big back that carries that team.
Thanos.
Yes.
Without Thanos back there.
Without those shoulders, I don't believe that's. I mean, what? Ryan Tannehill?
Yeah,
you heard what I said about Matthew Stafford, right? Don't get me started with Tannehill. Not this week. We got 8 more weeks to go.
It goes double for Tannehill.
Yeah, you know.
We'll switch it over to our next topic. In my opinion, the Bengals are done. They're way too young to succeed this year. Guys, what do you feel about that? Fluent?
I want the Bengals to be good. I do. I want them to be good.
You know what's so crazy? We gave them so much credit just the other show.
And they deserved it. And they deserved it.
And
but
what happened?
Back-to-back losses like that to the Jets and to the Browns, like listen, they still have there's still a half season to go. They can still, we could be having another conversation in a week or two from now saying, wow, the Bengals really turned it up. But I think you're right, and we said it. We said, hey, they had a really good start, but they're a young team. They're a year or two away. And I think that's the thing with a young team. They're going to be inconsistent. They're going to win some games that they shouldn't win. And they're going to just look at some of their losses, right? Bears, Jets, and then embarrassing to the Browns. Like they've had some bad losses too. So they're a young, inconsistent team. So are they done? Not 100% done, but yeah, they're close to being done. They're close to being done.
Ben?
I think the Bengals are done, but I just think in their division, the Steelers and the Ravens are better than them right now. And so yeah, I think they're done.
Bam, talk to me.
I mean, they're a young team. I never thought they was going to do anything anyway. I feel like they 1 or 2 years out. You know what I'm saying? Because you still got Ravens. Excuse me. You still got the Steelers. You know what I'm saying? Because if you just look at it on recent history, Steelers is another formidable team in that conference. Ravens, like I said, Lamar Jackson, that might be that dude is something else. Amazing.
Hell yeah.
I just don't see the Bengals. And then, it's only so many wild card spots you can get. You got to think about it. You're going to have a wild card possibly up out of the AFC West, depending on with the Raiders, Chargers. You got Bills, New England. You got a few little wild cards up in there just to see. I don't know. I don't think it can happen. You even got even in the same conference, they'll be fighting for a wild card with Pittsburgh if Pittsburgh continue to do what they need to do. So, I don't see it. Maybe next year, if this was next year, just give them one more season, give Joe Burrow a season up under his belt. Maybe it's different because I like what I see from that young bull Chase over there.
Yeah.
Captain Gritty. I like what I'm seeing from him. So
I think like everybody's saying, they're just too young at the time. And this is what happens with young teams. It's a learning process. It's a learning curve.
now Tua was the quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, out.
Super Bowl, baby. Hey.
This is to let you know this is Tua's cousin.
If Tua was their quarterback, they wouldn't even be in a national title game.
Oh my God.
That's
You
fine.
talking about one he already won?
Exactly. He
See how that
peaked. He's
works.
done. Glass
Just
Tua.
to
Glass
let-
Tua.
Just to let y'all know, this is Tua's cousin. # we are not the same.
Yeah, that's my cousin, man. I'm an honorary Uso. You know what I'm saying? His mama and daddy should be able to eat with the Obamas at least once a week. You know what I'm saying? They wonderful people, marvelous people. They raised a good young man. You know
Amazing.
What I'm
He is a nice young man. He just can't play quarterback
oh man.
or stay healthy.
Just say stay healthy, but he can play quarterback. He can
All
play
right, let me correct
Tua
myself.
is a different breed.
He
Tua is
cannot.
a different breed.
# we are not the same.
Yeah.
That's right. He can't stay healthy. Let me correct myself. He can't stay healthy.
No, I'm not gonna lie though. I'm not gonna lie. The games that he played this year, he actually played very well.
Yeah. That's what I said. He can't stay
Played
healthy.
very well. He did.
Big,
I'll give it
Big
to him.
Rob, Derrick Henry out 6 to 10 weeks, so you might as well say that's the whole year almost, because we in week 10 now, and it's only 8 more weeks to go. So you'll be pushing.
Is there a chance? Hold on. If he's 6 to, I know that's off topic and we're running out of time, but if he's out 6 to 8 weeks,
10,
unless
10.
10 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 10 weeks. Is there a chance he's back for the playoffs?
I think so.
If they make it that far.
No, listen,
so.
he's one of those freak athletes, man. He could come back. We've seen guys come back. They say 10 and he's back in 6.
He is,
but one thing with an injury, you need that one game. Yeah.
The break that he had to his foot, I don't remember exactly what it's called, but it's a break that's high up on his foot. And it's one that takes a longer
it's a longer time
to
because it's
recover
higher
from.
up. Okay.
Yeah, and it's kind of an unusual type of break. Now, I mean, if anybody can do it, I will bet on Derrick Henry.
Throw some screws on it, get a cortisone shot, and let's go.
Yeah, well, I mean, I see that being the case. You know, we all talk about Bane himself.
In my day, we just rubbed some dirt on it and we were back out.
Junction boy status, dog. Break your shoulder, you still stay out there. But
talking about going about the NFL pastime for the next show, we definitely going to start getting into that. Moving on to our next topic, we're going to get into our start bench trade. Keenan Allen, DeAndre Hopkins, CeeDee Lamb. Who you starting, who you benching, and who you trading? Ron, I'm gonna start off with you.
Okay. Listen, do we even have to talk about who's starting?
I don't.
Can we all just listen, Mama? DeAndre Hopkins is starting, and then after that, it's a bit of a toss up. But I'm benching CeeDee. I'm going with CeeDee. And then Keenan, brother.
Wow.
You gonna get us a draft pick or something.
Oh, man.
Wow. Bama?
Yikes. All right. So I'm gonna start Keenan because he is a route runner. Yes, don't look like that. That dude is, if you put a checklist and you put DeAndre Hopkins right there and you put Keenan Allen right there, he's gonna get a check mark in route running, and DeAndre Hopkins isn't. So he's gonna start.
I get what you're going. Yeah.
Then it's a toss up between CD and D Hop because y'all are sleeping on CD, boy.
No,
that goes to another. Hopkins. It comes to another route runner. Watch when it's all said and done before we all look back, bro. DeAndre Hopkins is really good. He has very good hands. He catches the ball. That's really one good. Important part. But
he doesn't just catch the ball though. Have you seen his footwork?
He's really.
Have you seen his footwork?
Hold on. Bro, did you just say DeAndre Hopkins is really good? Like nonchalantly, he's really good.
He ain't the best. I don't go based off of what everybody else is telling me. I go based off of what my eyes tell me, and I got a checklist of what you go off of.
Oh, you do your own research, Aaron Rodgers? You do your own research?
It ain't that. I played the game. I played at a high level too. So I know how to look and tell what dude is better than this dude, because all the media is gonna do is just point you in the direction of who they want you to like. And everybody wants you to like D-Hop. But if you talk to guys that play defense, they get to telling you, oh, Julio, Keenan Allen. It's numerous of names that get tossed up in there. So
Jalen Ramsey himself has given DeAndre Hopkins.
Okay,
props.
that's Jalen Ramsey because he loves Jalen Ramsey. But it's on I Am Athlete podcast when Darrell Reeves went up there. He said Julio was the best receiver. So you're gonna believe Jalen Ramsey or Darrell Reeves because Darrell Reeves is a Hall of Famer too.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at Darrell Reeves.
So everybody got their own.
Julio Jones is a great receiver.
So when you get up to that upper level where Keenan Allen, Devontae Adams, Julio, DeAndre Hopkins, those guys are interchangeable. It depends on what you like. Me, myself personally, I like route runners. So I'm going to go with somebody like a Keenan Allen. CD is young. We're going to give him time. We can trade him so it'll make y'all happy. We'll bench D-Hop and trade CD. Shit. But if you give it 1 or 2 more years, I'm going to trade D-Hop and get some for him and bench CD and Keenan Allen. I want route runners. I want poetry and motion.
I respect that.
That's what I like.
DeAndre Hopkins is a poetry and motion guy.
He's not no supreme route runner, dude. I can show you.
He's a supreme touchdown catcher.
That's fine. That's okay. But it's
where's his narrative coming from?
That
DeAndre Hopkins can't run routes.
He can't run routes. I did not say he can't run routes. When you up at that level, all of them boys can run routes. But a supreme route runner is a different category. That's when you get in there with Devontae Adams, Keenan Allen. You get your Julio Jones, supreme. I'm not talking about good route runners. Supreme. I'm talking about it's a tree. It's a route tree up on there, and them boys can. Julio Jones, Devontae Adams, and Keenan Allen can run a comeback, and they can run 6 different comebacks. But it's one route, but they can run that one route 6 to 10 different ways. OBJ is another guy that can do that. So that's what I like. I like those guys that's really like those Ginsu blades. Like I like those dudes. DeAndre Hopkins is phenomenal, but that's not the type of receiver I like. I like route.
Where you rank on D-Hop in receivers? Like,
I'll give him top 5. Oh yeah, top 5.
My question to you: how do you wait? Hold on, wait. How was DeAndre Hopkins getting open, right? When he had bench warmer quarterbacks. How was he getting open?
He what are you talking about? It's different schemes, it's play calls. People don't run man to man all game.
No, how was he getting open though when he was having bench water quarterbacks while he was on the Houston Texans? Schemes.
How many teams play man to man the whole game?
I want to know.
That's how you get open. That's how you get open.
It had nothing to do with his route running.
So in certain plays, so this is what
nobody's able to guard him. It had no reason to do with that.
Bro, I understand he's a good receiver. He's gonna take advantage of some of his mismatches, but a lot of the catches he make are contested catches. That's why he is great as what he is, because he can make catches on 3 and 4 people. That happens too much for me to say that he's a good route runner, because he's heavily contested on a lot of his catches. Heavily contested.
Whereas I got you. I hear what you're saying,
Adams, Keenan Allen, you see them, you will see DBs like, whoa, they making noises like, oh man, this dude just did me bad on the route. Like you see, just go back and watch them boys, go back and watch their highlights, and then you come back and tell me. You tell me the visual and just watch the route running. And you're gonna hear the announcers gonna talk about, oh, these guys really can run routes. You don't say that with DeAndre Hopkins. You say he catches the ball very well. That's his strong suit, his hands. He got vice grips. So meaning if you are covering him, you are hitting him, he's still gonna catch it. There's nothing you can do about it. That's what makes him phenomenal, because he does it at a ridiculous rate.
Yes. So on that note, as he said, D-Hop is phenomenal. And between those 3 receivers, he's the best one. So I'm starting D-Hop because he's the best receiver out of the bunch. I'm benching Keenan Allen because every team needs a superior route runner. And I'm trading CeeDee Lamb because he's the young guy with potential that I'll get the most for when I trade him. That's the way a GM thinks, because I know what DeAndre Hopkins gets traded for: a bag of donuts. Well, at least if you're dealing with Bill O'Brien. But I think you could get something for CeeDee Lamb. So that's why I've traded CeeDee Lamb. Simple, easy.
For me, I got to start D-Hop. Keenan Allen, I mean, I know you're top 3 route runner and all, but I gotta bench CD, and I gotta cut Keenan Allen.
Let me ask you, Ben, though. Do you think another team, because we picked the word trade, we didn't say cut. So do you think you would get more in a trade for Keenan Allen or for CeeDee Lamb?
I mean, To me, I think. I mean, I know CeeDee Lamb got potential, but I think Keenan Allen.
You think he'll get more? Okay.
Yeah, I think Keenan Allen.
All right, fellas, transitioning into. You about to go? My bad, bro.
DeAndre Hopkins is starting, and it shouldn't even be a question. The fact that this man played with 5 different quarterbacks and was still able to get open consistently. You keep mentioning schemes. He gets open consistently with any quarterback. They're not just chucking it to him with a guy on his back. He's getting open. They just don't throw it to people who's not open. Quarterbacks can't even make passes like that. They cannot. Kenny Galladay.
That's false. That's false.
No.
That's false.
No.
Because you can throw DeAndre Hopkins covered, and he could go up, and because of his athletic ability and hands, he'll catch it even if covered.
Not a lot of quarterbacks.
What do you mean? The quarterback? What was the last no name that was over in there? Brock Osweiler. Brock Osweiler was telling him how the offensive coordinator was just telling him to throw the ball up to D-Hop. He was like, "Oh, what are you doing? Throwing it over there."
Every quarterback that has ever played for my Bears always throws into coverage. Trust me, quarterbacks throw into.
I'm sorry.
Quarterbacks throw into coverage.
No, that man was open. There's no way in hell that he's playing with 5 different quarterbacks, bench warmer quarterbacks, and he's still being able to put up the numbers that he can. So say that he cannot get open at the level of these guys is blasphemy to me. He
didn't say he can't get open. He said he's not as good of a route runner as Keenan Allen. That's all he said. All he said was he's not as good of a route runner as Keenan Allen.
But why does that matter? What all that matters?
Because to Bama, I'm speaking on Bama's behalf. Because when Bama evaluates people, he looks at route running, and that's what he puts as that's his number one is route running.
Why does that matter? Because that's a fundamental of football. You can't go out there and base this game off of numbers.
Here, I'll give you an example.
It's not no guarantee that I get a receiver that can.
I understand that route running.
Dub, let me tell you. I'm going to tell you something.
Go ahead.
I'm going to tell you something. So look, I'm 6'3". When I played receiver at 6'3", 180. I wasn't slow, but I wasn't fast. But I was a ridiculous route runner. And so even though the DB covering me was faster than I was, because of my route running, I always found a way to be open because my cuts were so smooth, my routes were so pure that I was just always found myself open where people would say, how do you get open so effortlessly? It had nothing to do with, I wasn't faster than anybody. I wasn't quicker than most of the DBs, but I could route run. And that's what Bama is saying is that where DeAndre Hopkins relies on his athletic ability, right? Keenan Allen, it's his route running. Devontae Adams, like those guys that he's mentioning, the route running gets you open maybe more consistently than your athleticism.
And what I'm saying is that D-Hop
tell me, correct me if I'm wrong, Bam. I know I'm speaking on your behalf, but
no.
Okay,
I understand.
It right out my head.
I understand what he's saying, but by my understanding, when it comes to DeAndre Hopkins, he gets open. So him being this elite route runner in general, bro, he gets open.
The reason why he's open because he's going to catch he's going to catch the ball.
For Bama, the most important is the route running.
Okay.
That's his criteria.
Yeah.
He even told you it was plays where he didn't get open and Collar still threw the ball and he was like, Collar shouldn't have threw the ball right here.
Of course,
he shouldn't have threw the ball right here, but he catches.
Of course, there's plays like that, but for the majority of the time, DeAndre Hopkins, he gets open. At the end of the day, that's the most important thing when we're talking about wide receiver. They get open. Route running is extremely important, of course. But DeAndre, to say that he cannot get open at the level of these guys,
why they bought in AJ Green? Why they bought in AJ Green, another route runner?
Why they bought AJ Green?
If DeAndre Hopkins' route running is just so phenomenal, why they bought in another route runner?
Why
did Christian Kirk the ball?
Because it's the scheme.
Because they're route runners.
It's the scheme that they have. It's not a scheme. If you have a chance to get AJ Green, you're just gonna sit here and say, no, I'm not gonna get him just because what?
Who's a better hold on, Dub? Hey Dub, who's a better receiver? Cooper Kupp or Robert Woods?
That's a great question. It is.
They're the same.
No, because if you go off of production alone, then you have
not this season. No, not just this season.
But if you go off of not just this season, if it's not just this season, as I said before, I've never seen Cooper Kupp in that number one wide receiver role. I've never seen him in that role. So I don't know how he can handle those responsibilities. So in my head, I just can't automatically put him above Robert Woods when they're on the same team and Cooper Kupp is not the number one wide receiver.
Okay.
I can't.
Cooper Kupp's a better wide receiver, and the reason why is because he runs better routes, even though he's less athletic than Robert Woods. That's the correct answer.
I understand your point, but Cooper Kupp has never been the number one receiver over Robert Woods. He just hasn't been
this season.
All right, fellas.
We went off topics.
Let's get back on track.
Keep us focused.
Keep it moving. So on to our next topic. I want to hear from you guys. Who do you feel is the most underrated player in the National Football League today? Ben, take us away.
Well, no, I gotta go for my team, Tyler Lockett, in my eyes. I think Tyler Lockett is the most underrated receiver, underrated player. This dude, I looked at a stat, and I think it's crazy. He never dropped an end zone in his whole career. An end zone catches a whole career. He had. So, yeah, Tyler Lockett for me.
Okay. Fluid, how you feeling?
You know, I was going to do the same thing. I was going to take a wide receiver from my team because I think Allen Robinson, he's not having a great season this year, but that's more to do with the quarterbacks. I think Allen Robinson's one of the most, but I changed my mind. I said, I'm not going to go with my homer pick and take my wide receiver, even though Allen Robinson is the most underrated wide receiver in the league. And I'm going to go with someone that we sleep on so much. We never talk about him at the most important position at quarterback. I think Derek Carr.
Ooh.
We never give Derek Carr any flowers at all, and yet he's 100 yards less than Tom Brady on 30 less attempts. There's a difference of 0.5 yards per attempt above Tom Brady. He's got the same passing touchdowns as Lamar Jackson. He's got the same completion percentage, 67.3, as Tom Brady, and we talk about him like he's a scrub. So it's, again, I'm not saying he's the greatest quarterback. We're talking about who's underrated. We never give him any love. So I think Derek Carr for me.
Okay. Doug?
I'm gonna go with a running back here. I'm gonna say Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon, for his whole entire career, he's never played with a good offensive line. And for him to, be as productive as he has been in his whole entire career, it goes to show you the type of running back he is. So definitely going to give it to Joe Mixon.
Okay. Bama, who you got?
He hurt, so I'll just go running back. I'll go my boy James Robinson. Big J Rob, man. Mr. Consistent, very hard to tackle. I wish they, utilize him a little bit more, but that's with that franchise over there. But he's not getting love because he's an undrafted free agent. That's why they keep bringing in them big names, and that's why he always gonna be fighting for his job. But I know talent when I see it. That dude is nice. He is
ridiculous.
Like,
what a waste of a first round pick on a running back when you had James Robinson. That was terrible.
Okay. So now moving on to our last and final topic of the day. Unfortunately, we wish we can go all night for you guys, for us as well. We got hot takes for days. But who is winning the AFC West and who's winning the NFC West? We'll get to the NFC second. We will start with the AFC first. Bama, talk to us. Who's winning the AFC West?
Raiders. Too much going on. Way too much going on over there. And I feel like with all that going on around there, the storyline is going to be like when they look back on it, out of everything that happened, we were able to rally around that and become closer as a team. And look where we ended up, the Super Bowl. So Raiders.
Okay. Duh. What's up? How you feel?
Shout out to Drumps. Or Droompies, I can't say his name right. He mentioned Jonathan Taylor as underrated, which is a good pick. Which is
That's
a really
good one.
pick.
That's a good one.
For the AFC, you already know.
Let me can I say it?
Please.
Why not?
Go ahead, say it.
You say the Chiefs.
Of course. Kansas City Chiefs. They were like one game behind right now.
Yep.
They are.
The Chargers are 5-3. The Raiders are 5-3. The Chiefs are 5-4. And the Broncos are 5-4.
So talk to me nice.
Okay. Fluid. How you feel?
I'm sitting there looking at it. And I have no faith in the Broncos. I do not trust the Raiders. The Chargers make me nervous. And the only team I could see turning it on the second half of the season is the Chiefs, but I don't want to pick the Chiefs.
Come on, I know
don't
you
want
don't
to pick the
but
Chiefs.
you're picking.
But like you're right, they've played horrible, and they're one game behind, leading the half a game, I guess technically, if we're doing it that way, of leading the division. So who's the most talented team in that division? It's still the Chiefs, and they've played the worst football, and they all have pretty much the same record. So
exactly.
Like my logical brain wants to pick my logical brain just looking at it and is going, I can't. If I'm fluent, I gotta pick the Chiefs. I don't want to pick the Chiefs, but it's the Chiefs.
Okay. Yo, Ben,
can someone convince me? Can someone convince me otherwise? Because I don't want to pick the Chiefs.
Nah, it's too late. You're on that hill with me.
Do you have something to sway him off of the Chiefs?
Yes, come on, help me.
I think the Raiders going to be first because I like their offense. I like their defense, and if Odell's there, I think they'll be number one in that division. But I got Chiefs going second. So
without Odell,
let's
say Odell comes home. Then what?
Raiders still they can win the division.
Okay.
Yeah. But can we all say? I made a hot take on TikTok. Can we all say Darren Waller's better than George Kittle?
This season he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
No, that's not.
Yeah.
That's not hot take.
People was on me on that.
When it comes to Kittle, Waller, and what's his name? Kelsey. I think Kelsey's the best. But when it comes to Kittle and Waller, I mean, there's a toss up between the two. I don't think it's far off from each other.
You don't think Waller had them numbers over there in that offense?
Nah, Waller definitely has the numbers.
If Waller's
think he wouldn't have
in Kansas City, does he put up Kelsey numbers?
Probably. Yeah, probably.
Because they basically the same thing. A receiver posing as a tight end.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Did Bama? Did you pick? Or Ron? Who we missing?
Yeah, I haven't picked yet.
You,
but you're not going to convince me off the Chiefs, are you?
I'm going to convince you on the Chiefs. I'm really, me and Dub are both pulling.
Come on,
you
bro.
got two hooks.
We ain't leaving you.
As strong as we can.
We riding with you, bro.
Look, I'm like, for the Chiefs to be playing as terrible as they've been playing, and to only be, you guys had 8 games to get as far ahead of Usain Bolt as you possibly can. You guys only managed to get 1 game.
If you're neck and neck with him at the 60-yard line, you're done.
Just kissing goodbye. Like it's over. And so I'm saying that to say, in their conference, the Chiefs are 1-4 right now. Everybody has got one up on the Chiefs. Now it's like when we come back, what makes you think that the Chargers are going to beat the Chiefs again? The Raiders are going to beat the Chiefs again? I just don't see it happening.
No, they faced 2 times. They faced the Raiders. Ooh. They faced each other 2 times. They haven't played yet.
Oh, so they played the Raiders twice?
No, they're going to play the Raiders twice. They haven't played the Raiders.
That's what I'm saying.
Yet.
So when they play the Raiders again, what makes you think that the Raiders are going to get them twice?
The Chargers is kind of skeptical.
Oh, yeah.
Skeptical because they kind of the same type of offensive, wide open type style. You feel me? And Mahomes and Herbert are like gunslingers. That's why it's like, I don't know. I could see they might sneak one. If the Chargers want to get to the playoffs, they possibly could sneak one. But you're right. I don't see all of them teams beating them twice out the season.
And then one more thing too, like the Chiefs, like they're on a 2-game winning streak right now. And that's not anything major. I mean, you would rather be on a 2-game winning streak than a 2-game losing streak, obviously. Yeah. But I think they're starting to smell themselves. I think they're starting to be like, okay, we started off slow. You know, we're coming off a championship loss. You know, we're coming out of our depression of, you know, going down to Tampa Bay and getting wrecked. Now we're starting to come back to who we were. But we'll have to see. You know,
so Melvin Ingram finna make that defense better.
I'm not necessarily saying the defense.
No, the offense is going to make that defense better because I don't think Patrick Mahomes, unless he's hurt and something we don't know about, he's not going to play this bad. But I just want to go back and clarify. The Chiefs have only played the Chargers, right? They're 0-1 in their division. So they still have 5 divisional games.
I was looking at the conference. My bad.
Ron said the conference.
Yeah, I just wanted to be clear because that's going to depend the tiebreaker, right? So right now, because they all have the same record, so the Chargers are 2-0. No one mentioned the Chargers, which maybe I should switch my pick to the Chargers.
No, you're not. You're Vegas too deep.
Vegas is 1-1, and then the Chiefs and Broncos are 0-1. So the Chiefs still have 5 games. So they play the Chargers once, then they play the Raiders twice. I think next week they play them, right? Raiders twice and Broncos twice. So they still got 5 divisional games, and that could be the difference.
It's about to be a divisional beatdown. The Chiefs are about to line up all of these guys, all of
They're
their sons.
They're gonna have to,
and all give them whooping after whooping. You know when you come home as a parent and you said, "Look, I just need the trash taken out and I need the dishes washed." None of those were done.
I need you to unfreeze the meat. I need you to unfreeze the meat.
You're not gonna seclude out one kid to make an example. No, all 3 of your kids are all getting lined up from the eldest to the youngest, and all of them are getting their asses beat. That's what's about to happen.
Ron's been watching my parents' home movies. 1, 2, 3.
Fluent is a nasty individual, yo. Real nasty.
As a kid, I mean when I was a kid.
Well, man. Listen, man, it's been
which explains a lot.
That's amazing. Listen, it was a great episode, man. For you guys.
Wait.
Oh,
we have to do the NFC. The NFC.
Oh my God, Ron, I'm gonna just let you close it out. You're a better closer anyway.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
so
man.
NFC West. This one kind of is a little nasty, and it's like I'm not gonna get my bag, and it's kind of like everything's kind of already set in stone. I want you guys to give me your 1 through 4. Yeah, 1 through 4. And we're gonna start with you, Ben.
I was gonna give you my 1 and 5 or 1 and 4. Sorry, yes, go Bama first.
Ben.
Ben. Sorry. Ben.
For I think first in the division, I think will be the Rams. I think they're gonna pull out and win that division. Second, got Cardinals. 3, I got my Seahawks. 4, I got the 49ers.
Ooh, you got the Rams pulling it out?
Yeah.
Okay. Yo, Dub.
Shout out to Court Davis, man. You know, we show love out here. What is it? Oh yeah, Arizona, Rams. And I mean it's a toss-up between those guys, but Arizona, Rams, Seattle, and then San Francisco. I think San Francisco's time is done.
Yeah.
Bama.
I'm going Redbirds, man. They gonna finish it out strong. They still the best team. Rams, Niners, then Seahawks. No, I'm just playing. Seahawks third best, bro. Being over there with it. I'm just playing, bro. But Seahawks, then Niners, bro. Unless they put Trey Lance in, they might be 3.
I ain't worried about Trey Lance.
Fluent.
So I'm glad that you asked for 1 through 4 because I was going to give you my 1 and 4 anyways. So
yeah, okay.
I think the Cardinals are going to close it out. So I think the Cardinals are 1, the Rams are 2, the Niners are 3, and the Seahawks are 4. Have a good night.
Wait, hold up. I have one more question.
On that, Ron.
Wait. I have one more question.
You know Russ back, right?
I'm so sorry, but I have one more question though.
And I just want to say, before you ask that question, I used to stay at the Silver Cloud Hotel every time I was in Seattle, right across the street from the stadium, and I went to a bunch of Seahawks games, the most fun I ever had. But that being said, yes, go Dub.
You know, the 49ers got stomped by a backup quarterback in the Arizona Cardinals. Are the 49ers done?
Done.
Yes. Like done, like as in they need to be in a rebuild mode. Like those whole Super Bowl admirations that they've had from the past, like all of that is dead. Like, are the 49ers done? Do they need to be basically do the 49ers need to go into rebuild mode?
No, that'll be dumb if they went into rebuild mode. They just
why would they go into rebuild mode when a healthy defense is good. Look, they're not great, as good as we thought they were going to be.
Yeah.
They have a good defense. They have Deebo Samuel. George Kittle, I think, is finally healthy, right? And they got a good young quarterback in Trey Lance with, a guy in Jimmy Garoppolo who still wins, 70, 80% of the games he starts, right? So why would they rebuild? They've got too many good pieces to just give up. They need to tweak. They need to change something. They need to,
legit run game. They need a run
they need to
game.
get look, how many, what they have, 20 running backs get hurt?
And all of it, all of them.
So they just need to figure out a way to kind of get a healthy back there, and they'll be okay.
Yeah.
They'll be okay.
It's terrible. It's terrible air and water down there in San Francisco. The water that their running backs are drinking, they need to change it up. Y'all need to do something down there in San Francisco.
I feel like I lived there for 8 months and I tore my ACL. Like, I don't know. I was just walking. There's something about the air down there. It's that if you've been down there, right? It's that morning marine layer. Everything's gray, it's soggy. It's not good for your bones. That's why I liked Arizona. All my arthritis went away. That dry heat, it was beautiful.
Boy.
That's great. Ron, you want to close it up?
Yeah. I'm going to say that the Arizona Cardinals have overachieved. They're a good football team, but did you predict them to be 8-1? Talking off any of you guys. You did? Fluent.
I had them winning the division. I didn't make it.
Yeah.
Not 8-1.
I ain't gonna say 8-1, but I
not
thought
8-1. But I did say they were
yeah.
So I think that they slow up a little bit on these next few games, and I think they're just gonna come back to earth a little bit. And I got the Rams actually taking a step forward, so I'm gonna go with the Rams to finish first.
And I see the Seahawks splitting against Arizona. I can see that. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Ron, let me ask you this.
What's up?
So I'm not saying that they the same, but a coach getting his guy, such as, as you can see what Bill Belichick did with Tom Brady.
Yeah.
The equivalent would be over there at Arizona, Cliff Kingsbury getting Kyler, because he wanted Kyler Murray real bad. So he got his guy.
For sure.
You don't think that has some sort of significance past them overachieving? You don't think that's something for real? Because that's his guy. That's his guy now.
I mean, yes, but do they go? with the remaining, how many games? 8 games left. Do they go 7-1? You see what I'm saying? They're gonna have. I see them having a couple. Have they played a bad game this year?
Yeah,
the Packers game wasn't a bad. Do you think that was
horrible.
A bad game?
That was horrible. That was a horrible game by them.
Yeah.
That was a horrible game by them.
They haven't laid their eggs yet. I don't think that they've come out and just had. I'm not saying that could be the worst game of the year, but I think that throughout the remaining games, they got a few more divisional games to play. I think that they're going to have a couple more slip-ups. And I don't...
What's the most important position in football?
Offensive line. It's like, let me stop playing. It's QB.
Who do you trust more, Matthew Stafford or Kyler Murray?
That's why I'm
picking the Cards. That's why I'm picking the Cards.
Nah, but with that being said, though, we have to factor in veteran leadership and all of that.
Facts.
The thing about Kyler Murray, I don't even want to even throw this on Kyler Murray, but he's extremely young. Now he's showed poise, that amazing poise. But do we see maybe some youth in him? Does that come about?
I'm sorry, Fluent, but this take about Matthew Stafford not being a winner, I don't think I honestly think you need to chill up on that, because
he got a point though.
He does have a point, but at the end of the day, it goes hand in hand with the organization.
So, listen. Let me tell you something. I don't know if you saw. I did a TikTok and I showed you guys how multilingual I am and how fluent I am in other languages. If you didn't see it, and I said this old saying that my grandmother used to say, which is "Ame yasuihe daitena papusu," and what that means in English is, if your grandmother had she'd be your grandfather. So I don't live in the ifs. I live in the what actually happened. And what actually happened is Matthew Stafford doesn't win games. If he was on another team,
and
if he did this, if he did that, don't mean nothing to me.
Aren't you the
played and he
same?
lost.
Aren't you the same guy that says that football is the ultimate team
It's the
sport?
ultimate team game, and the most
Okay.
important position is your QB and your leader. And what has he shown? He can't win
Perfect.
games.
Most important, yes, but when has he ever been in a position where you can sit here and say, "Yo, he could win games with that team"? Not a lot.
Sunday.
He had Calvin.
Wait, I'm talking about playoffs. That's what
I
I'm
guess we'll
talking
find out. But that's what I'm saying. Until he proves me otherwise, like, listen, until you show me different, I'm gonna believe who you are.
Nah, you got right. So, like I say, I'm a college guy, so I get to see all of these guys first. Take y'all back real quick. Nick Saban, 2008. Matt Stafford has the number 5 overall team in the country. Big national championship hopes, undefeated. AJ Green, all of that. In comes Nick Saban in his second year with the 24th ranked Alabama. Do you know what happened in that game?
Tell me.
Stafford chokes it away. Alabama becomes number 8 ranked team, and then the rest is history, and they go on their whole run. So
so when Matt Stafford is what made you guys.
Yes,
no, Matt Stafford lost that game. He lost that game.
He gave Alabama the confidence.
Yeah. So back to what Fluent is saying, even when he was in positions, so if you want to rule out the NFL, we'll just say Detroit was where his career went to die, and he somewhat managed to stay afloat. Okay, I'll give you that one. Well, what about when he had a chance, when everything was set up perfect, he had that team and everything was all set up? College, it's a lot easier than the pros. How do you lose to a 24th ranked team and you got everything you need? Because he's not a winner. That's not who he is.
Let me ask you this, Dub. Let me ask you this, Dub, because I know clearly you like Matthew Stafford.
I do.
Name me a quarterback. Name me a quarterback who underperformed and didn't win games, and then went to another team and showed you something different. Do you say Ryan Tannehill in Miami and then he goes to Tennessee? Is he different?
I think he is. I think he's
different?
a better quarterback. I think he's a better quarterback he is on the Titans than he was on Miami.
Okay. But significant, like you think he's elite? He's a elite quarterback now?
I wouldn't say he's elite, but Matthew Stafford, in my eyes, he's always been elite. He's always
give me an example. Give me an example of a quarterback who's on a team, on a bad
team. Jay Cutler. Believe it or not, he actually was a little bit better for y'all.
No, Jay Cutler was better in Denver. Jay Cutler was better in Denver. Of course he was.
Listen,
Statistically wins. He was better in Denver, but it was short. It was short.
Yeah,
but there's
of course this is something that we've never seen before. We've never seen a quarterback like that, with that much talent, because Matthew Stafford is a very talented guy. He's a very talented specimen when it comes to him being a quarterback.
100%.
So we haven't seen this a lot of times where a quarterback of this talent level go from a bad team to this caliber of team to be successful. You know what I mean?
My point is the player stays the same. Here, I'll give you a basketball example because I know you talk a lot of basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Athletically, shooting ability. What did Michael Jordan have that Vince Carter didn't have? Athletically. No. What did he have?
Nothing.
Nothing.
And what was the difference between Jordan and Vince Carter that made Jordan arguably the greatest of all time?
These two things right here.
What's in between his ears? And that's Matthew Stafford. He has all the physical tools. You're right. And he could look really good. You're right. But I don't think he has it in between his head. Jay Cutler, you brought up Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler might have had one of the best, like top 5 arms in the history of football. He could make every throw with every angle, period. What was he lacking? And I love Jay Cutler. Between his ears. That was his problem.
That's so crazy.
That's the difference.
What he's saying is so much fire. Like, it's so much fire. And I love it so much. I really do.
Next week, let's talk about it.
There's just something about him being on the Detroit Lions that I just can't let go of. The Detroit Lions is just they're not a franchise of success. So I can't pin that on.
I agree. The Detroit Lions aren't. You're right.
They're just not. And Bama mentioned the college aspect. Listen, that was a very, very long time ago. I understand where your point is with that, but that's not the same person that he is now. So we have to see. And I am rooting for Matthew Stafford. Hopefully he'll make that leap today. I mean, this year.
People don't change on his situations and circumstances, dude. That's all.
That's so fire too.
On that note,
I have talked enough about Matthew Stafford
for a
year. Okay. For the rest of this year. Okay, in 2023, we'll revisit the Matthew Stafford takes and whatnot. But this episode has unfortunately reached its conclusion. So, Ben, any closing words?
And I forgot. Thanks y'all for watching and stuff. Shout out to my boy Nate, man. Follow me on TikTok, BBen923, Instagram BBen923. Yeah, that's it.
With that being said, we are here to build an amazing community. I want everybody to interact with everybody. I want everybody to follow each other. I want us to be able to debate whether you're on the show or off the show. And so with that being said, we will be looking to do a Clubhouse tomorrow, fellas. Is there anybody that thinks that they could possibly make that? 8 p.m. Eastern, is that basketball or football?
We'll do 8 p.m. football, 9 p.m. basketball.
And that's
somebody
Eastern time.
Somebody wants some smoke, and I'm ready for it.
Okay, so we will go an hour tomorrow on Clubhouse. Fellas, can you guys make that?
I'm in.
We'll figure.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, well, you guys come see us. And this gives you guys, the fans, an opportunity to come and debate Bama on his, Bama takes. Gives you guys a chance to come and see if you're more fluent than fluent. Gives you guys a chance to try to, go heads with Ben, which I don't really got you, but I mean, to each his own, And so, to conclude, Bama, how you feeling?
Roll Tide, baby. We on the up and up. But like I say, follow me, YouTube, Ground Zero TV. I do podcasts and stuff as well. If you're into gaming, Scam Thanos TV, YouTube, Twitch. If you want to see me get out on some Apex and act like a fool.
Fluent?
Sports Fluent on YouTube. Follow for your chance to win $1,000 and Thrive Fantasy.
Ooh.
I'm giving out money, right? Thrive Fantasy. If you're into prop bets, for every $1 you deposit, I'm gonna match it with $1. $10 up to 100. And if you deposit as minimum 10, I'm gonna give you 2 free plays for NFL Sunday ticket with a $50,000 grand prize. That's free. If you deposit $10, that'll match on Thrive Fantasy. It's promo code Fluent. What else would it be? FLUENT, in case you don't know.
Nice. Dub Zero.
Show up tomorrow. I'm ready. We're gonna start
Matthew
off.
Stafford.
We're gonna start with Robert Woods versus. We're gonna start with Robert Woods versus Cooper.
Boy, you got some hell of a quarterback likes. Matt Stafford, Jalen Hurts. Boy, your quarterback room is rancid.
And I'm gonna ride.
Check the expiry date on those.
I'm gonna ride with my guys and say, I'm gonna ride for y'all, man. You feel me? That's how it is.
That's what's up.
Yes, sir. On that note, Players Choice Gridiron. We're wrapping up another episode.
Ben, what's your final words?
I already said it.
He said his final words.
Oh,
yes.
God, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Follow him
that's
on TikTok.
That's why you opening up, and that's why I'm closing.
I'm sorry.
No.
I'm just excited because I'm trying to play Apex after this, okay?
I feel it. Everybody go follow everybody. You can catch me at Mr._Daniels1 on Instagram. Follow us. Follow Players Choice. And on that note, we are out of here until our next appointed segment. Peace.